I've been muted the whole time. Sorry. I'm still getting used to this weird setup that I've got going on right now. So first of all, let me turn off Fubar so that's not distracting me. But yeah, thank you for popping in. This is going to be a pretty chill night. I'm trying out some, just doing like an archipelago randomizer stream. While I once again try and get back used to the prospect of streaming. And it was really complicated. I like made it a lot more complicated on myself because I decided I would do this archipelago run where I'm playing 3 games at once. So I literally have all 3 games running right now on my machine. Symphony of the Night is paused in BizHawk as we speak. Timespinner is in the menu with the volume down. But I think I set the OBS scenes up so you won't hear that anyways. But I needed to turn the volume down on one of them for my own sanity. So I was only hearing one game at a time. So there will be a little bit of jank here as I do things like switch scenes and then have to manually switch pop tracker over to the right game I'm playing and then turn the volume back up in Timespinner and so on and so forth. But figured I'd just have a good time playing some of my favorite randomizers. Just as an excuse to get back into stuff. So, I'm gonna start with Super Metroid, because that's my bread and butter. But primarily because there's only 2 items I can get at this point in the game. So, also apologies for the, I got a nice new widescreen monitor, and I set OBS to mirror that, so you'll be seeing like the widescreen view on the stream right now. But there's like empty space all over the place, so I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna do with some of that. I tried to do as good as I could with maneuvering things so that there's less of it. So like the chat box is taking up the top left hand above my camera, and the whole right is taking up. So it looks okay for this. I say okay with the caveat that like look at how absolutely massive the pop tracker broadcast view is. That's just I made it that big so it like took up more space because it just looked bad otherwise. But you know what, we do what we do, or we do what we have to. So it's actually weird. Pop tracker is, let me reset that. Maybe it's not picking up on my Super Nintendo. Let me see. No, it definitely is. Since RetroArch is online. What about the SNI client? Is that active? No, it's not. That's the problem. Okay. Let me... Because it can only have one SNI client running at once, so I have to manually do this as well when I'm switching between these games, which is going to be fun. Should be fine, though. Hopefully it won't open up a second copy of BizHawk when I go to do that. Okay. It's connected now. That looks good. That's connected. Pop tracker was already connected, and yet pop tracker is claiming there's some items I can't get. Let me do this and reconnect to this. I knew there was going to be some jank. It's like inescapable with this weird setup I'm doing. The tracker's going too. Interesting. It's claiming that there's items that I can't pick up, and I'm not sure why. But I know what I can get at any given time, so I guess I'll just go ahead and pick them up and see what happens. To make things easier on myself, I set the morph ball to be the first item, because it's kind of annoying if you don't do that. Okay, pop tracker is showing correct stuff now, so that's something. Shouldn't have done that yet, actually. Let's get these. Not particularly useful, but let me go down for this before I try and get that item in the ceiling, which is never an easy item for me to get. Oh, an energy tank was excellent timing on that note. But Because when I inevitably screw this up, I will have health. Alright, let's give this a try. Okay, I need more space here. Very close. There we go. Nothing good though. All right. So we'll go ahead and get out of here. It's kind of what I expected for the start of a Super Metroid run, which is tied to 2 other games. There's generally not going to be anything good in like the first couple spots. So we'll go back to the ship and save. And switch games. Dark's Plague, if you can hear this, I hope you're eating very delicious food at your parents' place. I had basic stuff last night, but I'll be going to a friend's house tomorrow and enjoying myself, so... But if you were not here because you were busy enjoying that food, totally fine. But thank you for popping in anyway. I appreciate it. All right. Up and out we go because there's nothing we can do out here. Well, I suppose that's... Oh, no, it is true. It occurs to me I did not get missiles. And I don't even know if you could fight the chorizo down there without missiles, so... Getting back out without bombs is possible, but very difficult. So I wouldn't want to risk it anyway. Alright, we'll save it. Cool. Alright, so for now I will pause this, and I will come over here and switch to Timespinner. And hopefully things should just pick right on up on this game. Yeah, audio's looking good. I think there's nothing I have to do on this one because this keeps its connection in a way that's better designed than the other 2 games with the SNI clients. So, oh, Fire Orb Burst, that's actually excellent. That makes some time traveling stuff that I'll be doing later significantly less problematic. So. Always do that. That's here. I don't think I've ever used that ability before. That was... You need, like, full bar for that. That's ridiculous. I love it. Right, we don't get a 3rd thing in the opening, so we'll just continue on. Since I'm doing the randomizers for all these games, I'm just gonna skip literally every cutscene. I'm very fond of the plot of all 3 of these games, but no point in watching that right now while I'm doing randomizer runs, so. But yeah, let's see what we can get in this game. Everything we're picking up so far is for Symphony of the Night. Which honestly is no surprise. Symphony of the Night has like 450 checks in it. There's going to be a lot of Symphony of the Night stuff. And I suspect most of the stuff that I need for the other 2 games are going to be in that side, probably. And that is, in fact, specifically why I started the other 2 games first. I figured we'd just get through what I could of them. And then we'll move on to the game that has the... Oh, Leapstone. Okay. That's awesome. So as soon as I start Symphony of the Night, I'll be able to double jump, which opens up a lot. I guess the first item I found that was... No, that's not true. I was going to say the first item I found that was from its own game, but we did get the Morph Ball. But also we specifically got the Morph Ball because I set it in the randomizer settings to be at its start point. Because I didn't feel like having to really dig for that, so... How much of this can I do without... I can't even get up there, I think. Unless I get something really good in this room coming up. I think I might actually be locked from doing anything else in here. Might just have to immediately go to Symphony of the Night, interestingly. But I highly doubt I'm gonna get time stop here. Telerity attachment, okay. That actually opens up a couple more things because I can dash, and so I can make larger jumps. Maybe. Oof, okay. That was kind of difficult. Oops. Wow. How are we gonna do that without... It's definitely possible. Okay. That was not easy. So I have Pop Tracker for the other two games because, they're a good way to track, but Timespinner Randomizer is nice in that it has its own tracker internally, so, yeah, all we can really do is go to the library, but we can make it there, so. Just gonna dash past a lot of that. No need to mess with. Let's keep going. I keep by reflex wanting to like fill out the whole map, but this isn't like Symphony of the Night where there's the walk armor. You don't have anything like that, so it's not really necessary to clear in the whole map in this game. All right, we definitely need to save. I took a lot of damage as I was doing literally all that. Can I make this? No. So let's keep going. I'm gonna take a lot of damage in this fight. Without the ability to jump over this thing. Well, I can also go in this corner and wait for it to go. I forgot that's a thing. Okay. Not as bad a situation as I thought I'd be in. Oh, hi, Retzel. Thank you for popping in. Am I gonna die here? Okay. That was close, actually. More stuff for my Symphony of the Night side. Let's see what we get in the library. That was very, very close. That's a problem I have with this game. When I have this super dash ability very early on, this is like an ability you get 2/3 of the way through the game. But when I get it early, I forget that I'm not as powerful as I am at the end of the game, so then I just start doing stupid stuff. Ooh, wave beam. That's great. Doesn't help me right now on the super side. Oh, come on. This room is very annoying. If I could double jump, it would be great, but unfortunately I've not gotten my double jump ability yet. Who knows where that's at? It's probably in Symphony Night somewhere. We'll see it eventually, I'm sure. But it will definitely take some time to get to. Super Metroid energy tank, that'll help when I get back on that side to avoid the dumb stuff that like I just did. Oh, speed booster. That's a lot of fun stuff I'll be able to do. Alright, I don't have the tablet, so I can't get any of that stuff. Let's see, we can come down here and save. We can come over here, I think there's an item in here. Smart potion, literally completely useless, but oh well. We cannot go in this door yet. However, I can make this jump. And there's a lot of items up here, so let's see what we got. And I think this is like, oh, that's right, there's a chest down below that I skipped. I always forget about that. Blood orb is okay. Super missile, okay. That opens up a few things on the Super Metroid side, maybe, possibly. Without bombs or power bombs, maybe not, but... Right, there was a chest up here, I think. Yes. Charge beam, nice. Okay, that's everything I can do in Timespinner right now. Alright, so for now... Wrong way. Save room is on this side. Alright, cool. For now, we'll stop it right there. I'm going to turn this down so that this isn't getting on my nerves behind the scenes while I switch games. And we're going to go to Symphony Night. I need to do a couple things. First, let's unpause it. I need to disconnect Super Metroid. I need to load Symphony Night's Archipelago connection and hope that it does not start up a second copy of BizHawk. Looks like it didn't. Oh, it did! Alright, I stopped that in time. Alright, Symphony Night is connected. And I also need to change Pop Tracker over to that and connect it to AP and start broadcast mode. Okay, I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Also, hopefully the controls aren't gonna be dumb. Because I've noticed a problem that I've run into a lot. Oh, I love the Santa hats on the on the claps. I noticed a problem that I've run into a lot when playing these games. That if I have Steam open, Steam messes with BizHawk with like my controller very badly, very annoyingly. So one of the buttons might pause instead of jumping. And if that happens, I will need to turn off Timespinner and manually reopen Timespinner and Steam whenever I want to do anything in there. Oh, but it looks like I'm okay though. Excellent. All right. We are going to make this a little easy on myself. So I'm going to skip all that first of all. Farm some hearts. I always like getting to, I know it like ruins my time, but I'm not like speedrunning these games, so I don't care. I like to get to 99 so that I can Hydro Storm non-stop during the Dracula fight and just cheese it without having to really take any damage, so. You probably don't need 99 hearts for that, because you only need a Hydro Storm a specific number of times to kill Dracula, but I don't know what the number is exactly for that, so I just get 99 and play it safe. But it won't take long. We're getting, what, literally 15 per cycle here. So like one more time, I think. And I'm going to, so I gotta move that over on my screen real quickly. All right, yeah, we're definitely good after this. All right. And we'll pick up the stuff in here.
Die, monster.
We always gotta listen to this.
You don't belong in this world.
It was not by my hand that I'm once again given flesh. I was called here by humans who wish to pay me tribute.
Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Classic. Yep. So easy. All right, so that took 15. Let me try to remember how much this takes from now on. So I need 30. Okay, so I only need like 45 hearts to have enough to cheese it.
No, it cannot be.
Okay, so in the future I know exactly how many I need to collect. I was really talking during Timespinner about how I was skipping cutscenes, but you can't skip the opening cutscene in Symphony of the Night. That's just, you can skip this one because there's no voice. In the original version at least, but you can't skip Symphony of the Night cutscenes outside of that. It's just, you gotta listen. All right, unlike the other two games I was playing, should be able to make a lot of progress in this one. I already got a couple good things. Light vessels are actually, they're not bad. We got a Harper, which is not horrible. We got the Mojo Mail. Okay, we don't have a whole lot to start with, but we will have something. I do have randomized music on, so this is not what I expect to hear in here. What exactly did that send? Let me, sorry, I need to open. Oh, ooh, that was power bombs. So that's gonna be very useful on the Super Metroid side. I will actually be able to do stuff on the Super Metroid side. Not a lot, but or actually a good bit. The important part of that is just that I will have the ability to get into Brinstar. Since I would only have 5 power bombs to start with, or maybe 2, I can't remember. I would still be limited by what I could do without having to like go back and farm for more power bombs at any given moment when I run out. My fairy card, wow, that was quick. All right, we got a familiar already. Okay. All right, we're skipping this. You can take all my gear. Go for it.
What?
What? Alright, I do have some of the stuff that I got already. Let's it is a sword. It is an option. Can I get this? Yes. So nice having double jump this early. That saves a lot of time. I'm definitely going to be able to do a lot of the castle, actually. This out of the way, put the game on top. Just want to be able to see my archipelago log as I go. I can get, like, pretty much, I can't go into Olrox's area, or the Colosseum as a result of that, and there's a lot of stuff that I can't do all over the place, but, like, I can get most of the rest of the castle outside of that. So we'll be able to make some very solid progress on this side before we need to go back to one of the other two games. Go ahead and get that. That was a dusk ring in Timespinner, which is not particularly useful on that side. Okay, the last time I did a randomizer, the music for here was like the boss theme, so I'm very happy that it's not that this time. Because it was very stressful to go through this area listening to one of the boss themes of this game. This isn't bad. Oh, that was the elevator keycard Timespinner, so that opens up the entirety of the library section. That's great. So nice having I keep saying this, having double jump this early is just amazing.
There is something funny about this wall.
I forgot the Fairy Familiar does that. I never use the Fairy Familiar. I only ever use like the Sword Familiar once I get it, or the Demon Familiar to open up the two specific spots that require it. Or occasionally, if I'm playing one of the more modern releases of the game, I will go with the other version of the Fairy Familiar that sings a song if you idle for long enough. That's always cute. What's up here? There's something up top. Got my security code card C. That's actually nice. If I remember correctly, I have Timespinner set in the randomizer settings to for any security key card I get, it will automatically count for all levels below it, so I can open the D doors with the security code card C. So that basically unlocks a good chunk of stuff in the Timespinner side between that and the elevator key card that I'll be able to do on that side now. For now, we will keep going up. I can go up, I can drop on the left here just really quickly for map completion, because unlike Timespinner, map is actually useful here. When I get the walk armor, if I get the walk armor. The last 2 or 3 times I played the randomizer of this game, I never got the walk armor. And 2 of those occasions I got significantly better armor. I got the God Mail, which is literally the best armor in the game, unless you've got the walk armor at the highest possible map completion percentage. It's technically better. But the God Mail is exceptionally good, and if you can't get the walk armor, that's good. Hi, Musical Daredevil, how's it going? All right, we have quite a bit more to do here. The tracker is telling me accurately, excuse you, that I can do a lot of stuff in the chapel, but I have to get there from the alternate way. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully that goes well. I'll obviously be helping you out once I go through some of that stuff and choose what I want to do. But it's gonna be fun going through all that footage. All right, what we got here? Crimson Vortex for the Timespinner side, not too useful. Actually, that is a solid super attack, but there's better ults in that game. I technically did not need to do that. It's always reflex to come down and hit that. On the off chance I do need to come back this way sometime in the future while I'm just 100%ing the map or something. Save time coming up this route. Alright, from here we will keep going up and around to the Marble Gallery. We're basically taking the vanilla route at this point, because I don't have anything that, even though I have double jump already, I don't have anything that would really let me sequence break to any significant degree at the moment, so. Let's go this way first. How good is that? Oh, it's a no. Wait. That's a one-handed, isn't it? I think it is. Yes, it's just me. Oh, that was way better. One hit kills. Okay, sorry. Yes, it is just me on this archipelago. I self-hosted a pack of 3 games, and I'm just literally playing all 3 and switching between them in real time. So I started the stream playing Super Metroid. Oh, that reminds me, I need to fix my... I'm not playing Super Metroid right now. All right, there we go. Now it says Symphony of the Night. I have like so many windows open on the computer right now. And I want that one underneath. And I need to see what I'm doing, so I need the tracker. Okay. Actually, switching between these 3 games in real time has been really jank, but... But yeah, I started with Super Metroid because there's generally only like a half a dozen items you can get. And then I went into Timespinner, also got a half dozen items there, and now I'm on this side, in which there's like 150 items I can get. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff here that will let me go back to those games. We definitely already did. I already picked up power bombs. Should I go down? Yeah, let me go ahead and go down. Yeah, I already picked up power bombs and super missiles. So on the Super Metroid side, I can already do some more stuff. Yeah, Symphony of the Night has 450 rooms or item checks. It's absurd. And it definitely results in, whenever I'm playing Symphony of the Night, that a lot of people are waiting on me for a lot of things. Let's see, can I get... I don't think I can get anything in here. No, I can get this. But that's it. I got another super missile now. That's nice. I would like some more power bombs. Or alternately, just regular bombs would make Super Metroid easier to get through right now, but... But a wealth of super missiles plus the initial drop of power bombs is enough to work with when I go back to that side, so... I hate this section, because you really cannot backdash through here. These guys will just get in the way constantly. Just easier to manually go through. blade is actually really good. Normally it takes me a lot longer to get through this section, because I just don't get lucky enough to get a good weapon at the start, but... I could probably, with... Oh! I think I can still get that. Let me try that again. Let's see. Ah, nice. Okay. Plasma IV bag is a Timespinner side quest item, which I won't need for quite some time, but useful to get that. For now, we will backtrack back up here to the Marble Gallery, which is just going to be so much... I was talking about it literally a second ago, but this trip is normally so dangerous. If you come down here, especially if you're playing vanilla game where you have like no weapons at all, let alone the possibility that the archipelago will give you nice stuff. Normally you don't have anything for this trick, so killing that guy and the other big guy that was up top is just like incredibly dangerous. So it's nice not to deal with that. And that's exactly what I said. It's just... Oh, let's dash through there. Takes so much time. Also, this section's annoying. Exactly because of that. Let's, okay. Pick up that boomerang as we go. Alright. Once we get back up there, we're pretty much just gonna go through the bulk of the Marble Gallery the vanilla way. There's like not any more side stuff I can get, I don't think. Let me look at that map actually. Oh, it claims I can get the item head in the Olrock's chamber, and that I can go in there. I don't think I can do that. I think the tracker intends for me to go up and back around through the chapel the top way. Yeah, because I don't have any way of like super jumping up here. Wait, whoa. Oh, I forgot there's that thing. Okay. So I can go this way. Wow, that changes everything. All right, let's... Should I go ahead and do this though? I feel like I shouldn't. I feel like I should go the regular way. Well, obviously I'm gonna pick that up. Because that's just sitting there nice and ready to grab. Oh, it's not as good as what I'm wearing. Okay, never mind. But I feel like I should save this section for later, maybe? And continue going right. And then circle back. Yeah, because I want to hit up the first technical teleport room you get to. I think is important for me to go that way. So let's go the vanilla route for now. And then we'll circle back. Alright, we're not going down there for quite some time, but that'll come eventually. We're also not going up there until I get the Jewel of Open, which may or may not be for sale at the librarian shop. You never know with randomizers. We'll see momentarily what's there. It would be nice if the Jewel of Open was there, then we can do a lot more here, but... Yeah, we'll go down first here. Gotta be very careful. This dude does a lot of damage. Oh, that was my merchant crow on the Timespinner side. That opens up a super boss that I cannot do anytime soon, but at least there's an option now. I can never get this right. It's so weird, the positioning here. I might have to look this up, actually. Yeah, let me look this up. I can never get it exactly right. Sure, I'm just messing it up unnecessarily, but nonetheless. Symphony of the Night. And then I just did it. Oh. Okay, whatever. Ooh, those were good. Okay, Dracula Tunic. Okay, not as good as I thought. That strength goes up, and the defense doesn't go up at all. Interesting. Well, it's as good as the Mojo Mail, I guess, which was already very good. Charlotte Cloak. Good bump of stats there. I did get a Garnet, but that's sellable. That's no point in even putting that on. I could put this on the other hand. The Harper was better than it, though, so let's do those. And we're good now. For now, at least. So I never remember that elevator, but I guess it was actually just sort of stand still and not hold up. I always thought it was hold up. There's absolutely nothing down there except a hint to tell you where to go when you're in the underground caverns, but I go down there anyway for walk armor. For map completion. For now, that's everything down there, so we will continue going up. And since I have this, I can get this immediately, which is great. Oh, that's my solo back. Wow. Okay, that... Look at the tracker. That basically put green dots on the entirety of the castle. Minus a couple of items. So, okay, we're probably going to be in the castle for the rest of the stream, honestly. Can't hate that though. It only just occurred to me that the outer wall is actually playing the correct music. It didn't actually get changed to anything else in the random music here. Oh, this music is the same too. That was a pretty quick fight. I do have better weapons than I normally would at this point, so no surprise there. So for the completion goal of all three of these games, it's basically vanilla. So here in Symphony of the Night, I need to beat 20 bosses, and get to, I think I do want to go in here, and get all 5 of the Dracula relics. Actually, hold on. Let me come back to that. Let me go up first and then come back down. In Timespinner, I need to... Timespinner gears, which will let me go to the super final area, and from there just beat the boss. Straightforward. And in Super Metroid, it's just... Oh, didn't actually go in the room. For Super Metroid, it's just the basic beat the 4 bosses. And from there, you get access to Mother Brain and just beat her. So, pretty standard goals for all 3 games. Got one to come in here, grab that, and open that. And sit here and make sure that fully opens, because that has glitched me before. I just want to be sure. And then we'll keep going. So the map, maybe I should do the library first, because I could... Wow, that only did like 1 damage, that was great. Let's go ahead and go up here. Can at least turn the elevator on. Get this. Even if I don't go in here yet, I can just like come up here really quickly for the map and heal up. Yeah, now I'm gonna use this. And let's go ahead and do the library. And then when I finish this, instead of backtracking the vanilla route, I probably will go ahead and do the clock tower because I have that now, so I can get around that pretty easily. Although I do have that with not a lot of magic power, so I might run out of bat pretty quickly, but we'll see how it goes. But then once I finish the clock tower, I'll get up to the castle keep, and then I can sort of backtrack all the way to the left side of the map from there. And I think my exploration percentage has gotten far enough that even if I don't get the Jewel of Open, I can go down into the underground caverns from the castle entrance side. So yeah, we're definitely at the point where we're going to be in Symphony Night for the rest of the night. There's stuff I can do in the other 2 games, but I can literally do almost the entirety of the regular castle here, so might as well keep it going. Admittedly, it would have depended on what kind of drops I got, but been lucky so far. But there's been a lot of stuff that I can use on this side, which lets me stay on this side instead of going back to the other 2 games. So it's been nice. Let's go up here first. Make sure I grab these. Can never properly dodge those things on their way out initially. Kind of annoying. Oh well. Always gotta jump on the way to make sure I hit map completion on that ceiling up there. Alright, let's go ahead and hit up the librarian first. See what he has. See if he has a Jewel Open, among other things. And then I will sidetrack the other 2 areas up here.
It's been a long time, old one.
Oh, it's you, Master Alucard. What do you need?
I need your help.
Young Master, I cannot aid one who opposes the Master.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
right.
I'm
What
interested
you
in
got?
this.
Thank you.
That wasn't that useful, but whatever. Hold on.
I'm interested in this.
Thank you.
Let's off some of this good stuff first.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
We'll buy a
Thank you. Thank you.
couple of those, so let me quickly get back here. Wait, really?
Thank you.
I'm interested
Wow,
in
they really
this.
did that. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm interested
Sometimes
in
that
this.
happens with this randomizer, and I love that. I go with the method, or I go with the option that makes stuff in the store relatively cheap. Not necessarily. Some of the things down here could possibly be super expensive, but occasionally you'll get stuff like this, where
Thank you.
I can buy 99 zircon at 1 gold.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
And sell it back off at 150.
Thank you.
And then
I'm
turn around and
interested
use
in
that to
this.
buy onyxes at 48 gold.
Thank you.
And
I'm
sell them
interested
at
in
3,000. Alright, we're not gonna have money problems for the rest of this game. This is great. Alright,
Thank
we're all
you.
set. Let's see.
I'm
What do I
interested
actually
in
want?
this.
That's a necklace. I don't have any necklaces right
Thank
now.
you.
Any accessories, so that would be useful. Ruby circlet. Sure.
Thank you.
Why not?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's show rod. Okay, definitely taking
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Gold ring, need that.
Thank
That's
you.
gold ring is literally a progression item, so that's great. Spike breaker. Ooh.
Thank you.
A lot of this is. Why are there 2 spike breaker armors in the? And they're different prices. What? Whatever. What's that? Sure.
Thank you.
God, I circlet.
Thank you.
That's very useful in one specific section of this game. Oh, Crusadums in the shop.
Thank you.
Literally the best possible sword in this game.
Thank you.
You just get a lot.
Thank you.
Oh, but they're like different spike breakers. That's also weird. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm very curious. I hope I didn't just like break the game.
Thank you.
We don't need money at this point. Oh, we got the other ring in here too? Wow,
Thank
okay.
you.
Steel helm. We don't really need that, but whatever.
Thank you.
Sure, I have money.
Thank you.
Normally I skip the magic
Thank
scrolls
you.
because in this game if you know the button combination for those spells and you cast them, you just get the magic scrolls like in your inventory automatically. You don't need to buy it separately, but
Farewell
Why
for
not?
now.
okay, we actually just got easy mode. 2 Crusaders just breaks the game wide open to an absurd degree. Let's see. These are... That's the best for now. Okay, so it was different things in the inventory or in the store, but it's the same here, which is kind of weird. We'll leave that for now, though. That's useful in specific spots where you need to break spikes, so don't need it at the moment. Does that drop anything? No. And that includes... Okay, we can put both of those on for now. I'll need the gold and silver ring back in a specific area that I'm not sure I want to backtrack to right now. I could. I'll think about it. I need to go back up to the rest of the library plus the clock tower anyway. Okay, I was already killing stuff in one hit before with those weapons, but now I'm legitimately going to kill everything in this game in one hit with double Crusagrams. I don't think I've ever been lucky enough to have this been in the shop from the get-go. That was wild. Okay, one of the items that just got sent was the Timespinner wheel, which opens up a lot on the Timespinner side, so that was quite useful. You know, I keep passing that by. I need to manually save my state. On a somewhat more regular basis if I'm gonna not use the save rooms, so let's not be dumb. Let's go this way first. That's just a banana sitting on the table. Well, at least it's a table people can eat at. So another banana? I don't think I've ever gotten that many bananas in a regular place with this game. Okay. We've been so long. It's fine. I think we're good on map percentage for here. I guess so. Give me a Mudman. Cool. What I just did was completely unnecessary if you are not trying to 100% the game. And not even like 100% on the map percentage. If you're trying to, you need what I just did if you're trying to 100% the tactics list in the librarian menu, which most people don't care about, so. Holy glasses, okay. So I literally just unlocked the vast majority of the inverted castle too. But yeah, most people don't care about what I just did for like getting that Mudman to appear and kill it, but I've been doing that in that fight for years. It's such a reflex now. Alright, we're done with the library for now. There's one more check in there that I can't get because I don't have the mist form yet. So we'll be coming back at some point, but not anytime soon. For now, even though I have both the gold and the silver rings, I think I'm going to not bother with the unlock that is behind them right now. I'm gonna go up to the clock tower and head to that side of the castle, I think. So for now, we'll head out of here and head up. Yeah, I don't really need to save it. I think we're good there. We'll just go ahead into the clock tower and hopefully I have enough magic to work with to bat around. Oh no, this music for the clock tower. Ooh. Better than boss music, I guess. The problem about batting in this area is that it's going to require a lot of going all over the place, because if all you were trying to do was just get through this area, not a big deal. But I'm trying to get map completion, which means I'm trying to fill in everything, which there's a lot up there, you can see. But for now, it seems to be sort of okay. Let's see how fast it drains. Okay, it's draining sizably. I guess I do have some of the bad abilities though, so that'll help a little bit. Okay, should be good. Enough to get in here. And I'm not gonna get a lot back before I have to then come back out here. Okay. But in the next area, there's like platforms I can use, so it's not as bad as it could be. Boy, this is some tense music for this zone. All right. Thankfully I have the fairy on right now. Who does not do damage to enemies. So I don't have to worry about them resetting what I'm doing right now. Okay, that's one. Two. Let's go up first. 3 already. Great. 4. All right, excellent. I got my apple from this game. I got a short sword from this game, and I also got spaghetti and Timespinner. That's an interesting combination of items that was in that room.
There is something funny about this wall.
Yeah, I noticed. You know what? I did get the ghost card. Let's switch to the ghost, so I don't have to hear her do that multiple times. Alright, we'll get that. I'm not sure what item that was in Timespinner. We'll get Ares, which is actually... I don't like that ring, actually. That drops a lot of your stats in order to make you stronger. It's very dangerous. So I generally do not bother with it when I get it in these games. But, we got Crusaders, we're fine. I don't really need help with my attack power right now, so... I always come up there, but there's literally never anything up there. It's just a map percentage reflex, but there's not anything like hidden in that spot. There is something on the other side of it. Wait, no, is it this? Where is it? Am I misremembering? Well, there is that. Was there something further this way? No. There's definitely another wall I can break here. But it's not that one. Let's go here first for map completion. No, it's also not up there. Is it on the other side of this one? No, because I can't get there. guess I'm just misremembering. That's whatever. Or maybe it's here. No, it's not. Oh. I guess there's only one wall to break on this side. And there's like 3 in the next room. And I just always get that confused, maybe. Another super missile at any rate. That is very useful. Alright, we are... It's always on that side. Crossroads light wall. That's very useful. Light wall lets you other Crusader. I set in the settings for this to have 2 Crusaders that would drop as part of the checks. So I could always guarantee getting some without having to grind. But the game was just nice to me and let me buy 2 as well. So that does mean there's a 4th Crusader somewhere out there in these 3 games. But anyway, the light wall lets you get to a lot of useful areas without having to, it's like an infinite height glitch as long as you have the magic for it in Timespinner, so we'll be able to do a lot on that side. I'm not waiting for that. Oh, they only light up if you take it up. Okay, I will wait for it. It looks weird to see them not lit up. I just... Alright. Anyway, I do have the Holy Galactus, so I could go ahead to the inverted castle, but I'm not going to do that yet. There's like a lot of stuff I can still do on the... What can I say? I'm not a speedrunner. I'm just, I'm a 100% completionist. That's the issue. I could attempt to speedrun some of these games, but I wouldn't be too good at it, more than likely. Oh, finally got some regular missiles in Super Metroid instead of Super. That's amusing. Pointy Hat, Forbidden Tome, more Super Missiles. Forbidden Tome is actually a pretty good weapon in the Timespinner side, so that's nice to have. Alright, we'll grab that. And that's as far as we'll go here. So yeah, we'll do that Richter fight much later. Oh, I got my mist. Wait, that's power mist. That's... I always get confused with the relics here. Power mist extends transformation time. It does not give mist to me despite having the word power in it. I got the demon, which I got excited at first, but that's the demon in Timespinner, not the demon card in Symphony of the Night. So I did not just unlock 2 checks in Symphony of the Night, unfortunately. Another diamond. I don't need it. I have like 500,000 gold already. Fine. Let's... Oh, we're good. Let's just do this. Just trying to not get caught, but... if we gotta go down here anyway... Well, you know what? I can come back up. Get to this height. And do that. And then we're good. Yeah. Okay. And now we can finish up down here. Getting map completion in this room specifically is very annoying because of these flying things. These fleamen on these eagles. Got another power bomb on the Super Metroid side. That's great. 10 power bombs is at least enough to do some stuff with without having to worry about running out of bombs and getting stuck. So, all right, we've done all that. So let's go get the warp room down here, and then we'll start to head left back into the chapel area. I like how if you come this way, it gives you the castle key pop up when you're like leaving, basically. Alright, chapel should be mostly straightforward. We can do the entirety of the chapel, we can do Orox's area. There's some stuff I need to go back to back in the alchemy lab, actually, because I have bat now. More bananas. So many bananas. Why are there so many bananas? So weird. I've never seen this many bananas in this game. I don't understand what's going on. I do hope I get the cube of Zoe at some point, because there's some things in the in a much earlier area, basically in the marble gallery, that I can't get until I get time stopping abilities.
You're very strong.
What is it you want? You didn't come here to tell me that.
You're right. Do you know the name Richter Belmont?
Of the Belmont clan? Of course, but...
He disappeared about a year ago, and I'm sure he's here. If you see him, please let me know.
As you wish, my lady.
Thank you. So, you do know how to be a gentleman.
I'm just going to do a thing real quick. All right, my apologies. Now let me switch back to God. I have so many windows open right now. Okay. That is the archipelago. That is the tracker. And okay, here is here's the emulator. Figuring everything out was so jank, and that's even now at the point in the stream where I'm not gonna switch games again, and I still have like the other two games open in another window. It got so complicated to do this. It's nice to have the setup that up so I can do this again in the future, but boy, switching between these games just, it's complicated. With bat form, there's actually something I can do back in the entrance of the castle. There's a lot of backtracking I'm gonna have to do now. As one does in a Metroidvania, so. Wait, what was Shadow Seal? Timespinner, I'm not even sure what that is. Anyway, let's use one of the multiple spike breakers I got. Wait, I can't. I know I missed. Oh, okay, we'll come back later. All right, back to track. What's doing it? Is anything better at this point? The Mojo Mill's technically better. Let's switch to that. All right, we'll have to come back here much later, but that's fine. All right, that was high enough. Now we can drop. Should I go there now? No, let me go the long way via Old Rocks and then come back. Or wait, should I? Let me think about this. No, let me not do that. I am going to go to Old Rocks' chamber now. It's easier to do that while I'm on this side. However, I'm going to specifically drop down to the side of it. So we'll pop in here really quickly for map completion. Don't need to mess with that room otherwise. Wait a minute. No, in the randomizer, there's no pickup in that room. They don't actually randomize the grapes or whatever that you can get from the good priest ghosts. So we'll skip that for now. I am gonna come in here and do Aurochs, or do the whatever this is, the Colosseum. That's right. Took me a while to remember what the name was. And then I will circle up to Aurochs' chamber, and then do the rest of the chapel.
Who are you? Open Hell's Gate. Come forth, my servants. The scent of your blood. You're a Belmont. Crush this flea who invades my castle.
They won't crush much of anything.
I'm certain that was a Belmont. So he says he's the lord of this castle.
Alright, we'll check and see what's over here. It's not gonna be missed. Unless I get extremely lucky. Not likely with 400 checks. Nope. Yeah. I mean, nothing in this game is gonna be much of a battle at this point with two Berserkers. But what can they do? The developers of this game could not possibly have expected to randomize their antics, so... Alright, I believe it's here? Yes. That can join the ranks of all the weapons I'm never going to use, because I literally already have the best weapons in the game. Alright, well, we got to do all this. Normally, in a playthrough of this game, I would stop here and farm an enemy in the next hallway. This enemy right here, that skull thing that I just killed, Paranthropus I think it's called. If you have a clear file on your memory card, that enemy has a extremely low chance of dropping an item called the Ring of Barda, which is some kind of Lord of the Rings reference. I can't remember the details. It is a weapon, or it is a ring that kind of similar to the Ring of Ares, but it increases your stats by a tremendous amount, which is not entirely necessary when you already have two Berserkers. But if you want to kill the final boss in like 2 hits, having 2 Rings of Bardas and 2 Berserkers are great for that. So normally when I play this, I often take the time to farm that. But I set in my YAML for this game that 2 Rings of Barda would also drop randomly somewhere in all 3 of these games, so I'm specifically not going to farm for it because I know I will see it eventually. Alright, yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll come in here, take out this guy, get the lightning mail that I don't particularly need. Wait, that's strong versus. That's going to be useful for what is actually the hardest boss in this game once I go fight it eventually. A long time from now. The lightning mail and the lightning circlet will be pretty much necessary for that fight. It is very difficult to fight that boss without those. At least for players that are not like super speed run, can cheese their way past the fight or whatever. And I'm not that good, so I will want both those items when I get to that point. I say that, but with 2 Chrysagrams, I could probably kill that boss before any nonsense, so it might not be necessary, but it's the safer bet. Nice pop-up when I'm leaving. I love that. Alright, so now we'll circle through the entirety of Olrox's quarters. Ooh, okay, so this is the Castlevania music spot. That's always funny. While we're here... I should not do this now. Well, you know what? No, let's do it. Let's do it, but then let's not do anything else down here. We'll come back in Olrox's quarters immediately. Alright, so what we're gonna do is put these on. Chimes, how ominous. All right, let's switch back because those aren't actually that good. Yeah, the defense drops like by 24, so if you have the Ring of Ares on, if you have 2 equipped, then things can get very dangerous very fast, which is why I usually don't bother with them in my playthroughs at all. Accurate. Not accurate at all. But we're in Dracula's Castle. I guess 13 is a ominous enough number. Makes a certain level of sense. Oh, this is an interesting choice of music for here.
Alucard?
That voice, Maria?
I'm sorry. You were right. He has joined forces with the enemy.
So it was a Belmont after all.
But someone must be controlling him. Whatever we do, we can't harm Richter.
But he must be stopped.
I know. Well, here. Take these with you.
What are these?
What did she give me?
If you wear these, you can see beyond evil illusions.
She gave me a garnet.
Thank you. 'Tis best then if you pray for the soul of your friend.
Oh, no, she gave me alchemy tools. Another side quest item in Timespinner. The garnet was what I got in the room upstairs, along with the toadstool. Alright, let's go back into Olrox's chambers now. I feel a bit slow going in the game right now because I have the bat, so I can go pretty much wherever I want, but I would much rather have the super jump, which I unfortunately don't, so I have to very slowly fly up to where I'm trying to go at any given point. Can I not jump in the ceiling, please? One reason I really don't like this hallway. Once you get out of here, it's okay at least. There's nothing up here, and we're gonna want to go down first. It's because there's a couple items in this room. Another missile for the Super Metroid side. Got that map completion, that's important. Alright, we'll pop in here really quickly. Get the warp point. Only one warp point left to go, I think. Let's check. 1, 2, yeah, just one more to go. Down in the underground caverns. And we're taking the long trip up here. The peanuts that I got out of nowhere. More peanuts. What? Between this and the bananas, what's going on with this game? Wow. The conductor cam didn't even have like the quality level on that. I know it was like okay, but it wasn't like compared to the rest of the Blackmagic cameras, right? So not sure why it took quite that long. Well, it was a full concert, admittedly. I forgot this dude can teleport like that. Okay. Let's get in the map completion. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I didn't randomize what the bosses give you because they've all given me health and nothing else, which is fine. I like that altar back there that just has a big old sirloin on it. That's great. I hope it was delicious, at least. Not necessarily a guarantee with these games, but I did not mean to do that. Let me pop in here. Save room, I'm not saving up, but it will refill my magic. So when I bat around the rest of the room, it'll be a little bit easier. Another super missile, nice. We'll take a trip all the way to the right, unnecessarily. We'll stop here to watch the water turn to blood, just because that's great. Alright, map completion is good. We have a lot to get. This left section will lead us back out, back into the chapel. And from there, we'll go back down the, what was sort of the vanilla route in the chapel. We're gonna get locked out at a certain point because I don't have the jewel open. So I don't have to come back out and go the entire other way out of here to get back into the, basically the center area where we talked to Maria. It's just a rib of Vlad, okay. Fine. So we're gonna have to do, we've got a lot of backtracking to do anyway, but unfortunately we're gonna be doing a lot of circling around, which is actually gonna be kind of annoying. We won't be going too far. We'll be going back through that door on the right, down here, in a bit. We'll be coming back that way, basically. Let's get all that out of the way first. There's a lot of stuff in here that I need to get. But I also need to trace the contours of the ceiling and the corners here for map completion. Oh, was that a... Oh, that God's Garb, that's it. Best armor in the game outside of the walk armor. So we'll just leave that on for the entire rest of the, most of the rest of the game. A lot of food I'm finding. Alright, we do need a... Okay. Now we're good. More food, okay. Fine. Yeah, that's the mildly annoying part. We're gonna try and go all the way back to the castle, but I can't sidetrack through this door. Not until I get the Jewel of Open, wherever that is, so. So for now, we're basically gonna have to go back through, we're not gonna go all the way up to Orot's chambers. We're going to cut through the Colosseum again, and then drop from there back to the center area, and from there we'll backtrack back left to the Marble Gallery and get back to some of the old areas from there. So a bit of a hike since that door was closed, but we'll make do. To be fair, it's not that far of a hike. Just passing through here, and then we'll be there in a minute, so not too bad. There's actually something in that center area that I forgot to get, so it's useful that we're coming back here for a second. Now we're basically flying all the way up here. There's a couple items on either side of this gigantic hallway up here. At least it wasn't more food. I don't need any more peanuts or bananas. It's a sand upgrade for Timespinner. Okay, not a lot, but... and then from here... Yeah, we can go down to the catacombs, or the underground caverns, I mean, but we got to do it from this side, so I'm gonna go this way first of all. Because there's two items back in the alchemy lab that we missed that I can get now that I have bat form. Oh but there's stuff there too. I can get that from the other side. All right, we'll have to like circle back up a little bit when I get to that side of the alchemy lab. Trying to see if there's a better route to take for this actually. Should I get this and circle back? No, it's gonna be I'm gonna be circling around no matter what I do. Let me just go this way. That's good. So now we're gonna take it a long way down. Actually, is it here? No, I'm thinking of something else. I need to go down and to the right. In the next spot. And the next spot. It's in here. Don't care about any of that. Oh, I got my walk armor. Okay. Amazing. That's no good right now. Defense is like -15, but as I continue to get map completion in this game, it'll be eventually better by a massive amount than the armor I'm wearing. So good to have that. But in the meantime, I basically just want to leave the vanilla route. So we'll go this way. But then before I go down here in the entrance, I'm gonna go back up this way. There's a couple items I missed on the trip that would have been down here. One of the annoying things about randomizing Symphony Night is just trying to figure out which direction you need to go to backtrack. Because it's like, it's impossible to do a clean cycle of the castle. Even if you had like every item, even if you could just immediately go anywhere because you had like the Jewel of Open and Bat Form and Mist Form or whatever, you just cannot easily get to everything in one fresh cycle. You're going to have to like backtrack, and the backtracking is going to involve several circles around the castle, so it's going to be annoying no matter what. It's difficult to save time in this game, essentially. Okay, the things I'm missing are basically all the way up here in each of these sections. And actually only one more to get, okay. What is that? Miso soup. Interesting looking design for it. Guess it's just like a black bowl. You couldn't tell what was in the bowl. All right, now we'll head back to the entrance. And there's a couple things in there to get, and then we can take the back route now into the underwater area. Where I do not have any ability to dodge damage from stepping in the water. But I have enough health, and I have Bat Form, so I should be okay. right, from here, let's drop straight down. And again. I need to learn my lesson and just not dash through here. And just keep hitting this. Okay, I don't have wolf form, so there's a thing in this room that I still can't get, but... I will backtrack out of here really quickly. Not particularly useful. But I'm at a point in the game now where nothing except the ability to turn into Mist and Wolf would be useful for paychecks. And the ability to travel underwater and the merman, or the mermaid statue. Like, those four things are kind of like all I really need at this point. Everything else is just whatever. Already have, like, the best weapons, the best armor. Another super missile. Okay, yeah, that's it for here. Now we will go into the underwater areas and the bottom of the castle from there. It's interesting the water hurts you in this game because it can't be holy water filling every like reservoir in the castle. So is Alucard as a vampire, as a half vampire, just weak to regular water? It's an interesting question that we never really get an answer to.
I'll take you to a place which might be interesting for you.
The voice acting in this game has some energy. That's all I can say. Ooh. I think what I'll do is I'll finish out pretty much the entirety of the regular castle and then go back up. Maybe I'll do that off stream. Save at a stop point, but I will on stream finish basically what is the entire rest of the regular castle. But it's still a good chunk. It's basically this entire underwater area and the next two areas below it. And this entire underwater area is pretty huge actually, so. But once those three areas are cleaned out, that is basically the main castle done. 50% of the game roughly done. And that'll make for a good stopping point. I would like to keep my streaming schedule. I would like to get it back to a regular point, so I will try and stream again on Thursday. And my original schedule had me playing Metroid games specifically, and eventually I want to get back to Metroid Prime 2. But I think it would actually be fun to continue doing this archipelago run the next couple times I stream. So I think for the entirety of this week, Thursday, hopefully, and hopefully also Saturday, I will probably just continue this this triple archipelago run. Oh, I got the gas mask for Timespinner. That doesn't help me get to any specific place right now, but it is necessary to do stuff at a later point in the game that I'm not at. So it's good that I have that, basically. There we go. It's like wondering when that was going to kick in. A little wine for later. Yeah, fair enough. Hi, Lemon. Thanks for popping in. I guess the wine can go along with the other ridiculous things I've gotten already. The 2 peanuts and like, how many bananas do I have right now? It's ridiculous. I have 5 bananas. I don't know why there were 5 bananas in this game to get, but I have so much food though. I guess I'm good to go. Peanuts are also really difficult as an item to use in this game. I can show you as an example. It's most food items in this game, you equip them and you just use them to eat them. But with peanuts, literally it's difficult to eat. You pop it, and I lost it. Do it again. Lost it again. Your character throws the peanut in the air, and you have to stand directly underneath it to catch it and eat it. Otherwise, it's useless. It's like wasted. Every other item in the game, you just pop it and use it. But the peanuts are just—they're absurd. Where did I put that Kosegum? My bat form does not have a sword. It shouldn't, unless something glitched out. But I do have the ghost following me, just because I have that familiar active. Wait, I found my ghost card? Oh, I see. My bad. Oh, yeah, it looks sort of like... Actually, you know what? I think that you're right. I think that might be Alucard's sword. Like, on the belt of the bat. I've never noticed that. That's ridiculous. And also completely unnecessary, but there's a lot of things about this game that's just, like, unnecessary that developers just did because of the love of the craft, basically. That's probably one example. I'm not gonna go down there yet, but let's... Actually, maybe I should go down there, because I'm gonna have to come back up. Oh no, but when I come back up, I'm not gonna be able to go all the way back up, because I don't have drill limit. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and do all this first. And then I'll come back down to that section. I do want to come back through here, but I think I should... Okay, that wasn't as dangerous as I thought it would be. That's so cool. I love it. All right. Okay. I'm going to not go down there yet. There's a thing I can get. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Specifically because I'm not far away from a save room to refill health after I do the dangerous bit here. The tracker is telling me that I can't get a thing down here because water is like literally health draining for me right now. But I figured I could get down here really quickly and grab the item and then pop up to safety. So yeah, I lost like 2 fits of my health, but going this dark step. Yeah. They weren't really put in a good position, but I guess Draco was their boss, but clearly didn't care about anything related to them being able to properly do their job and not get just drowned by me coming through and being an idiot. there is another item in there I can get. Let's get that too. That item over there. I have full health for it now, so... And I got an application while I was there. Cool. And can I get back out before I die? I think I can. Alright. That's always a little terrifying. Alright, back in here. Cool. I have not saved my state in like ages. Let's do that. Oh, I have the merman statue already. Okay. Let's do this part first, but then I can get all that stuff down there. Alright, for the actual boss fight, which will also take like seconds, because I have the Crusader. Oh, I got hit! The boss was still there, I guess that makes sense. Like, I thought the boss was dying. I thought it was like... thought I could make it in. Alright, God, I kind of want to backtrack and get map completion because I can survive, I think. I have enough health. And I have the merman statue already, so I can just like finish this area in its entirety and not have to come back. If I just take the damage and go for it now. Yeah, that boss was a lot. Too bad you only saw it for like 2 seconds. That's actually a really hard boss if you're not cheesing it with double Crusagram. Alright.
I'll guide you to meet your destiny.
I'm not sure I want to go to wherever you're taking me with that exact tone of voice, but... In Vanilla Symphony of the Night, this ferryman would be taking you to the ability that lets you go in the water without getting damaged. Who knows what we will find? It will probably be more bananas. Because this game has been very ridiculous on that end today. I'm going to be very angry if it actually is more banana. Oh. Nice. Gravity boots. Okay. So now I can like super jump. Which I already have bat form, but super jumping is generally faster, so... What else? There's... This is so dangerous with... without the ability to, stay out of the water. I could probably choose it this way, actually. Yeah, that might work. Let's do this. Excuse you. That bat was waiting. That bat was just like, is he gonna try and do that? No, not letting me. Alright, it's fine. The last two items I need are on this side of the room. Being very careful here. They're down here. And then like another item down here, another two. Just one. Okay. All right, we made it. And we got full map completion of the room. But now I need to go back to the save room like ASAP. But that's right, before I do that, I was going to go up because I cannot go back down right now. So let's go up this way. What am I doing? I literally have got these. Why am I taking the slow route? All right, much better. All right, we got a lot of things in here. Oh, got my variant suit on the Super Metroid side. That's always great to see. Timespinner Gear 3 and my Ice Beam. Actually, a lot of excellent stuff. Okay. Save state after that. Do another quick boss fight.
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no! Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins. Begin by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard.
My mother never said such a thing.
What do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother. What kind of demon are you?
You broke free of my spell. I like that.
Demon, death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got. Darkling, I smell your blood. You're a vampire? Could it be? That strength, that beauty. You're the son of Lord Dracula.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Wait, I beg of you!
There's so much you could say about that cutscene, but I'm just going to keep going. But let's just forget that was a thing that even happened. I will say that was a weird place for people who have watched the Netflix Castlevania anime to have first encountered Dracula's wife Lisa in the games. Once. Because famously the people that did the voice acting in this game only ever did like one take, because they were just like office workers hired from Konami's staff at the time. So definitely just one take. Let's keep going up. Hey, we're in the Underground Caverns. There is like... There's nothing I can get up here. But I can come up here really quickly for map completion. We're good here. Honestly, I feel bad for that voice actress. I wouldn't want to have to... That's the thing. That scene, to no one's surprise, does hit a lot harder if you play the more modern releases of this game that use the... Ooh, my plasma beam. That use the redubbed voice acting that they included in the Dracula X Chronicles PSP release, where they... First of all, they gave Rondo of Blood a dub in the first place. It didn't have one originally. And then they used that same set of actors to redub Symphony of the Night. And a lot of people don't like that dub because it's very basic anime. If you're fine with like the idea of like Yuri Lowenthal as Alucard, then you'll probably be fine with that dub. But a lot of people are just like, eh. I thought it was okay. I thought it was pretty good. But a lot of people rightfully remember the dub of the original being a lot more ridiculously classic, which is fair. But since that dub was taken a lot more seriously, the localization is much better, and that scene in particular is significantly less ridiculous. The actress they got for the succubus in that scene just like does a really good job, and the death cry is actually like a very good death cry. So maybe check out that version if you would like a better version of literally anything you just heard. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going this way just to 100% the blank portions of the map down there. Oh, I missed a spot in the top. Dang it, okay. So now we gotta go back up to the castle too, that's annoying. Or the castle entrance, I mean, which I'll stop there on the way. It's like right around the corner, really. It's verifying, yeah, I can, actually, I'm on my way to do that, because I gotta go into that spot anyway once I get the power to turn to a wolf for an item I'm missing, so I can get that little corner of the map when I'm actually up there for that. So let's wait on that. Might as well just do this. And it's, oh, it's here, okay. Okay, we're good now. Alright, now let's get out of here. We will come in here. Boing boing a little bit. And finally, we're going down here to the next of 2 more areas we have to go before we're basically done with this castle, and we will quit for the night and come back, do the other half castle, as well as the other 2 games some other night. But I think at most it will take like another 15-20 minutes probably to clear out this stuff. Did I ever get the demon card? No, I didn't. Okay. So there's one item I will not be able to get in here as I'm going to. And sorry, Pepper. Cerberus is not exactly cute in this game, but still, hate her in the pupper. Even if it is the 3-headed one of mythical origin. can finally see what the names of enemies are. Okay. What a completely useless skill. Pop over here and get the warp point just really quickly. It would be funny if they actually did add that. But I guess they only had so much processing power on the PS1 to include every single thing they could have included. Alright, that was a pretty quick area. The Alchemy Lab music. Oh, I got Kobo on the Timespinner side, so I can fight both the bosses, or sorry, the super bosses in Timespinner are now unlocked. But I'm literally at the beginning of the game on that side, so I don't have any ability to actually fight them without getting brutally killed. But it is something I will be able to do when the time comes now, so there's that. Oh, I forgot those things were rollable to this. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna need the spike breaker for this room. The one of 3. Keep it on for the return trip, just to make things quicker. Oh, got my gravity suit. That was Soul Wolf? Okay, excellent. So there's actually one thing I can get back in the castle entrance before I quit. Pyramid key, excellent. So on the Timespinner side, I can now teleport between the warp rooms. There, we can put this back on. How's the walk armor doing? Oh, it's already better. Okay. All right, walk armor it is for the entire rest of the game, except the 3 more rooms where I will need to put the spike breaker back on, and the 1 room where I would need to put the lightning mail on. Oh, that was my sword card. The best familiar in the game. Which is not saying much, because it's hard for any of the familiars to actually hit any enemies. But the sword card is still better than the rest. Oh, I got my back card. The demon card is what I really need. That's the only familiar you need to like unlock item checks in the randomizer. Okay, we're still good for now. There's nothing in this room, which always annoys me. Because I always go back and check, and I'm just like... Still haven't learned my lesson. Oh well. Filigree tea. Okay. Alright, yeah. We have... Just looking at the map, there's like so much stuff. Isn't the boss music? That's a very difficult fight if you don't have Crusaders. Specifically Crusaders and Double Jump. Without those... Last time I did this randomizer, I did not have either of those. And that fight was just a pain to actually get around without having the zombies step all over you. So definitely one of the easier runs of that fight this time. This entire bottom area has been cleared out. There's, looking at the map right now, the left-hand side of the map on the tracker, which is in the top right corner of the stream for you all, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 checks that I'm currently missing. Only one of which I can get right now. 4 checks in the regular castle. One of those checks requires... No, 5. I missed another one in the corner. 2 of those 5 checks requires the ability to turn into mist, which I do not have yet. 1 requires the Jewel of Open, which is normally for sale in the library, but was not for sale there in this randomizer. And a 4th requires the Cube of Zoe, which is what lets you get items from the candles. So either you need that, or you need to get a specific item from a specific room in the inverted castle. Either way, in both cases, you need something that is like way later. And so the 5th item I'm getting, the only one I can, or the 5th item I'm missing right now in the regular castle, the only one I can get at this moment requires both the ability to turn into a bat and the ability to turn into a wolf, which I have, so I can grab that real quick. There is, of course, an absolute ton I can do in the inverted castle, because I do have the Holy Glasses, so I could do the Richter fight right now if I wanted to, and access the inverted castle and get nearly everything there, also just except for like a half dozen checks. But I'm not tackling the entire other castle tonight. That's another stream. Oh, I lied. There's another check in here that I can't get. So 6 checks. The 6th check is literally in the room above us, but you need the demon familiar for that one. It's hard to see what's a check and what's not on this tracker because the checks are all red, which is literally the same color on the tracker map as all the save rooms. It's like a slightly darker shade of red, so it's just difficult to see on this map. I wish there were a way in Pop Tracker to actually change the color of those checks in this tracker for Symphony of the Night, but I've gotten used to it. I feel like that's something the Symphony of the Night, like, the people that made the tracker could probably do something about that, but yeah, you basically have to know. Do I have... I was going to the wrong thing. What wolf abilities do I have? I just have soul, nothing else. Okay. One of the wolf abilities lets you dash as the wolf, which makes going through this room on the floor much quicker. But I don't have that ability, so had to take the high ground. All right, so the last check I can get requires you fly through that hole as bat and then walk back the other way as wolf, or vice versa. opens up a room in the bottom left corner here that was previously a closed wall. And I don't know how people figured out that was there when this game first came out. Like, how do you think to do that? That's a very niche thing to even try. Anyway, that's it for. Actually, you know what? Let's do the Richter fight. Let's finish that really quickly. I feel like that would be a good place to stop stream. Yeah, probably. Thankfully, by the time this game came out, it was only like a couple years away from GameFAQs existing. So we didn't have to buy the Prima strategy guides anymore. Alright, not Snake. Another annoying thing about the age of this game is that in pretty much every Castlevania game after this one, when you come to a warp room, you just select on the map which warp room you want to go to. They hadn't figured that out, that kind of UI quality of life deal in Symphony of the Night at the time. So here you go into the warp room and you hold up on the control pad to teleport to the next room in sequence. Now they did include some quality of life about it in the fact that when you're in the inverse castle specifically, taking the warp room from the castle keep here, the next warp room in sequence you go to is the one closest to Dracula, to the final boss fight. So even back then they were thinking of quality of life things, but that was too early in the history of game development for them to have thought of everything, basically. Alright, let's put on the holy glasses. We can see what we actually got to hit here.
I've been waiting for you.
Answer me. Why is a Belmont planning the resurrection of Count Dracula?
Count Dracula rises but once every century, and my role is over. If I can resurrect him, then the battle will last for eternity.
If those are your true feelings, then so be it.
Another reason I should replay that game. The game used Fortune specifically.
You've defeated me, but all is not yet lost. The resurrection of Count Dracula is at hand.
That was a very weak laugh. And wait for the dialogue to finish before I talk about that.
No. What have I done?
Thank you, Alucard, for saving Richter.
Alucard?
What?
The same Alucard who fought alongside my ancestor, Trevor Belmont?
Wow.
That was over 300 years ago.
Randomized nonsense,
No
I guess.
time for small talk. Is the person who controlled you in that castle over there?
Yes, I think so.
Maria, take Richter and leave here. I'll finish this.
All right. Good luck.
Wow. There's a couple reasons here and there why they haven't officially added this to the Archipelago officially supported list yet. Some bugs to work out. I'm gonna teleport back really quickly. I don't have to do this now, but I like to do it. Because this room has a ceiling that you have to get from map completion. Anyway, it's interesting to me, those of us that played this game back in the day. I didn't play it at launch, but I played it not too long after. How when this inverted castle appeared, we like lost our minds. Nowadays, people who play this game are just like, oh, this is basic and boring, and it's just like a way of artificially inflating the length of the game. But back when this game first came out, we didn't think of it that way because nobody had really done that. So it was like a completely different vibe back then. Since I'm here, I might as well just quickly knock out this area, which is pretty small. Yeah, especially for like people who didn't know that was a thing. And if they wouldn't have known what to do to get that ending, then they would have just... Oh, the gold and silver ring were for sale in the library, but there were just copies of it left to find too. That's... Yeah, I always kill York several times when I come through here. But yeah, it took a bit for people to actually figure out how to even get to that ending, that ending was a thing too, so... And to be fair, some of the complaints are valid. The game at this point does... It literally retreads the same territory. And you can tell that like the developers ran out of steam at a certain point because the inverse castle just kind of peters out. But still amazing what they were able to do. Oh, I got my tablet on the Timespinner side. That lets me in Timespinner you need a tablet to be able to read anything in the library. That's a choice. I don't know what that says about the reading capabilities of kids, especially considering Timespinner doesn't take place in like the same version of Earth or whatever, but it's I don't know if it's trying to make a statement or not. Anyway, I have a tablet in that game now, so when I go back to the Timespinner side, I will be able to actually read stuff in the library. Alright, we're basically done here except for that left hallway. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I won't go right. We'll come back that way when it's time to... When we do like the entire circle of the entire inverted castle, we'll come back in that direction to hit the teleport point. Generally, whenever I play, I always leave left out of here into the inverse clock tower and basically do a literal full clockwise rotation around the inverted castle. So that'll be the plan for next time. For the most part. There's actually a lot of stuff that you need to beat the game that I don't have yet, so at some point I'm actually gonna have to go back to Super Metroid and Timespinner and look for that stuff. But for now, I will we'll save it here. We'll like properly save it. I will actually go in the emulator here, save my state, flush my save RAM so it's saved locally too, and I will also save a named state. Let's see. What do I want to name this? 20, 24, 12, 24. Okay. Let's make sure that gets saved in a in a manner that I won't get it confused with the archipelago run that I'm still actually doing for Zeldathon. Okay, cool. So that about does it for that. I think that's a good place to end stream. So I'm going to switch it over to the end stream here. Let me open Foobar back up so that you're not sitting here with nothing to listen to. Okay, that was a little surprisingly loud. at least on my side. While we were listening to that, let me go see who is streaming right now that I can raid. I know Zeldathon is technically live with their leading up to Christmas stream of just playing chill music on a screen where people can do web fishing. But let me see if anybody else is doing anything right now. Let's see, who is live? Oh, Dynamation is live. I've never actually gotten a chance to raid him, so let's do that. So, yep, always a fan of Rainwave, although I'm working on some stuff that is not going to make Rainwave irrelevant, but I'm working on some stuff. Let's just leave it at that. All right, so I'm going to, if I can remember my Notbot command. Are my Stream Deck things correct here? Let's... No, they're not working. Okay, so I will do this manually. You can copy and paste that if you're following. You can copy and paste this if you're subbed. And we will blast this over on Dynamation stream. Dynamation is a fellow member of the Zeldathon team. He's often the one that does a lot of our 3D printing stuff, and it always turns out really good. For example, the Majora's Mask that we gave away in the last one was his work. He's really cool. And we should have a good time in his stream where I think he's currently playing Snowboard Kids. I was expecting him to be playing City Skyline, but guess he's trying something else tonight. But yeah, let's go hang out with him. Thank you everybody for popping in. I had a really good time playing this. Hope to be back Thursday. If I keep up my regular schedule, then it will be Thursday around 7-ish, 7:30 that I'll be back streaming again. So if that happens, I will see you then. And if not, I will see you wherever. All right, take care. Have a good night, y'all.